My people wonder they say shall never end. As una don see as Annie Macaulay drop Idibia. Then Natasha hurry up go carry that Idibia. A lot of people have been reacting, saying that you see what happens to Annie. Eh? What will happen to Natasha will be worse than what happens to Annie. If two Baba can do this thing to a woman he have spent 22 years with, hey, Natasha should not go and relax. So, but a lot of people are saying that on the other hand, Natasha gets it wetin she dey use hold two Baba. But if that is the case, for how long? Because one thing we do know is that you see jazz dey expire. If two Baba is acting based on the bid that Natasha gave him, just like two Baba's mother said, Natasha should be rest assured that one day something will happen that bid fit cut. So my people, there is this video trending on social media right now where Annie visited Regina Daniel, who just returned back to her husband's house. Information have it that during that time that Regina was in Lagos, you know that when she left Panet's house, she went to Lagos. They said she went there to stay with her friend. They said there was this friend of hers that she bought a Venza for some time ago. So when the whole thing was too hard on her, she decided to go to that friend's house. At first, she went to her mother's house, but maybe her mother was telling her what she doesn't want to hear, which is go back to your husband. She decided to leave to Lagos to be with that her friend. So during that period that she was in her friend's house, that was when Annie returned back from India. You know that Annie went to India to receive treatment, and during that period, there was this news circulating everywhere that they will ampute Annie's leg. My people. Only recently, we got an information that Natasha have been the one paying people to spread that news. You know, she did not pay me, but they said she paid a lot of people to be spreading that news that Annie's leg will be cut off, and that it is as a result of what she was taking that is making that wound in her leg that refused to go. But only recently, when she came back, I saw her legs, and I did not see such a wound that would lead to amputating the leg. But they said she had a serious problem. And at that time that she was in that problem, two Baba left her to be with Natasha. And they said when they went to India, there was a time that Annie almost cried. And during that time, she was calling to Baba. She was calling to Baba. They said why she was, I want to see my husband. I want to see to Baba. I want to see to Baba. That even the doctors, they were all calling to Baba. Everyone was calling him because you know that at that moment when your patient is requesting to see someone, you know that she needed to see that person. Despite all the calls that they put across to Two Baba did not answer. Oh, they said Annie cried. It was that period that her daughter was asking her, are you okay? Are you feeling lonely? There was a time that that voice note was making around the social media, you know. So during that period, uh, they said Annie was like, so it has gotten to this extent, you know. And all of this, they said she was sharing with Regina when Regina went to visit her, you know. And it was after that incident she returned back. When she returned back, she cleared her Instagram account. And the next thing she did was to come back. When she came back, she removed the name Annie Idibia. Yes, she removed the Idibia from her name. And shortly after that, I don't think it's up to 1 week self that that news trended online. The next thing we saw is Honorable Natasha, according to her, she calls herself Honorable, added that Idibia to her own name. Some people are saying, as some they drop name, some they pick name, as Annie they drop name, and Natasha they pick name. This life no balance. So why a lot of people are saying that Annie and not Annie, Natasha and Two Baba, they have gone ahead to do secret wedding. And if you remember, around last week, Uche Maduagwu said it. Uche Maduagwu said that they are planning to have a secret wedding. That if they plan to have that secret wedding, that Annie will come and arrest you, Baba, and all of that. But it's beginning to look like Annie wants to let everything go. Yes, because I believe that that is the only reason she will just remove the name. She doesn't want trouble. She have had a lot of trouble all these years with Tu Baba. Because a woman that you started dating, and while she was in your life, you impregnated about 2, 3 other women, and she was still with you. It is heartbreaking now. If not for the kind of love that Annie have for Tu Baba, she wouldn't have been there with him. Not after all this, but yet she was there. And for Tu Baba to come and disappoint her, they say when she woke up from that hospital in India, that was the day she made up her mind that if this man can abandon him at a time like this, he did not only abandon him, even a dime he did not pay for her hospital bills. They said it was Toke Makinwa and Tiwa Savage. If not for these two. And that is why a lot of people are saying that this is indeed women supporting women. And one thing I have heard so much about Tiwa Savage is, she is, I don't know the right word to describe her. She is one in a million. She is a special being that supports everyone that comes close to her. I'm telling you, at least what she have done in the life of Annie and some others will tell you that she is indeed a good woman. They said if not for Tiwa Savage and Toke, Tu Baba would have abandoned Annie to go and buy in that India. But it did not work like that. So when Regina went to visit her, she was super happy. And then Regina also found out that she was doing well. She is nothing compared to what people have been saying that she is like. You know that ever since she returned back, she has been on a low key. She doesn't come out on social media. And people have been saying a lot of things. Although we got an information that she is recovering. But the way they are saying it, Regina said she is better than the way people are talking about it. And after that, Regina now invited her to her own husband's house. From the information we are gathering right now, Annie is in Regina's house, as an Empaned's house. And she was welcomed very well. I think she will spend days from the look of things. Then after that, information also have it that they are planning a very big project as in Annie and Regina. And I said, this is good. Yes, they don't have to go and fold their arms because my husband did this, let me go. No. It's better you move on with your life. You know, love yourself. Show yourself more love. Because like I will always say, self-love is the best thing that you can ever give to yourself. Because it's when you love yourself, you love yourself, love your children. The rest, let it be history, you know. So at this point, they said, Annie is happy. And Tu Baba, in as much as he's always making it look like he is more happy with Natasha, they say he's kind of regretting his actions, especially the way he treated Annie when Annie was very sick. Anyways, there is nothing juju for no fit do, sha. Coupled with the fact that some men, waiting there on that skate, now you go buy them. Anyway, I don't know what you guys think, but I just let me come and share this with you and hear your opinion on the comment section. We are happy that Annie is back to her feet. We are also happy that Regina, on the other hand, have gone back to her husband's house. So let the hustle begin. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like I told you, these are all alleged information. Subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.